Who are the Bran Flakes, you might ask? Well, in short, the Bran Flakes are Otis Fodder and Mildred Pitt, and they're from Canada, and I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to talking about the Bran Flakes. All I know is that I love the music. And do you guys remember MySpace? I had the best MySpace pages. Uh, I just I love changing the stuff. I was looking really briefly about Facebook and how the Bran Flakes have a Facebook page, which I probably should check because I'm just not a Facebook guy. I never signed up for that thing, but they got a new album in the 2019, and they also have an album that just came out like a year and 5 months ago or something, and I stumbled upon it. I'm always late to the party, right? And it's such a good album. I downloaded it on my phone, and I got this thing on this app. It's called Bandcamp, and it's awesome. I just have the new album Help Me on there, and I've been just like looking, just listening, just I can't articulate, guys. It's just that I love this band, and this video is a tribute to the living memory that is mostly Otis Fodder. I'm not sure which one of these guys is Otis Fodder. I think he's the guy in the purple. I don't know, but I'm going to totally email him and said that I uploaded this video too, because I remember sending him emails, and I remember he wanted to barter it. Now, I asked him very humbly for his old Friendly Persuasion shows, and he used to be doing this radio show on, I think it was like WFMU, or it's off of luxuriamusic.com or .org or something, but I just remember being so crazy into the Friendly Persuasion radio program, and guess what? I still listen to it, because I have, I'm always like really late. MP3 technology. This is my clip jam. I take it to the gym, and I listen to music, and I'm able to listen in my car too, which is really neat. But I have most of his sets that I had, and I have this old computer, which I might take a picture of, but this really ancient old computer that I used to listen to. I downloaded the Friendly Persuasion radio program, the ones that were listed. I downloaded them, and I had a big file of that, and I forgot that I had them, and then I like retrieved them, and I was so like, yeah. I didn't have to just grovel and try to email the guy and try to get his sets that way, because I don't know, it's just kind of a relic. I use this like old this really ancient USB device, and transferred the files, and I've just been listening, and just I love the Bran Flakes. I love anything Otis Fodder does. It's sound collage. Now, if you're not familiar what that is, it's just taking old vinyl, like old obscure stuff, like promotional stuff, like the Frito twist, like the Fritos and stuff, and just really good melodic stuff, just really good taste in music, man. I guess Otis is really just the gatekeeper of just this world of music that I was not exposed to, and like I don't know, man, but I did ask him one time for the I don't know, like, could he get CDs? And he did DVD-Rs of his shows, and he gave me these, and it's like most of his Friendly Persuasion shows. I think it's the majority. There might be some that are just kind of lost to time, but I keep them in impeccable condition. I used to work at a movie rental store, and we never touched the bottom sides of our discs. We just for example, I just I always take good care of my media. It's kind of hard to take out of a DVD case or a Blu-ray case, but I always, I don't know. I've been keeping it in good condition after all these years, man. And it's just it's kind of crazy, because it's just been decades, man. It's just been like over 10 years or something just since. Oh, I got it. He mailed me a card, and what's so interesting about these right here it's just a relic of something that I just want to just keep in a good condition and just keep with my stuff. And it just means a lot to me, man. I just recommend his Friendly Persuasion radio program if you can get your hands on it. Now, if you don't have downloads, you can probably find a couple here and there. I don't know, man. Like, there's these these websites you got to do some like crazy soul searching. This stuff was like what was it, 2003, something like that. And 2003 or 2005, it's like early 2000 stuff. I don't think it was around in 2007 or something. But my memory sucks. I don't know, but what stands out with these Friendly Persuasion radio program shows, I can only play it on my computer, which is fine. But he bartered, man. Otis didn't want money. I offered money. I was like, dude, you deserve money, man. You just, you're an artist, man. I mean, like, I don't know. I was geeking out, and I didn't want him to think that I was like one of those fans, one of those like, you know what I mean? You gotta be cool with, your idols. My favorite people that I look up to is like Otis Fodder from the Bran Flakes, and I like Mike Patton from Faith No More and all that stuff. Like I used to listen to grunge rock growing up, like rock alternative. There used to be this radio show. It was like 94.5, the Rock Alternative. I used to listen to that, and like I like Frank Black from the Pixies. Frank Black and the Catholics and stuff like that. But Otis didn't want to. And 41music.net is very good stuff. 41's great. I already did a video on him. But yeah, he bartered, and I got him a bunch of fridge magnets, and I just wonder if he still has the Freddy Krueger magnet with the Freddy Krueger glove that I gave him, and these like antique store like vegetables or fruits or something. I forgot what they were, but it's just like little critters or something with smiley faces, and I just think that there's like a common theme with the Bran Flakes albums, which I'm going to show real quick. These are the 3 that I have right now, and I just ordered I Don't Have a Friend, which is very like hard to find album. You can get it on YouTube and make MP3s easy, but I'm getting back into CD collecting, and this is a really good one. I think they're all good. I don't know, a really good upbeat one that you can like go to the gym and work out to is Bounces. I just remember, there's just some really good upbeat. I mean, what's really good about this music is that it's very happy and upbeat, and there might be kind of melodic tones and like choruses and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's very positive. It's funny. There's so much good stuff with just the upbeat music, but it's also contrasted with like, I don't know, sometimes there's like themes like in this new album there's like is God dead? Of course he's dead, and stuff like that. It's like I kind of don't really like that, but I can overlook it. This is a really good album. I think these 2 are great. Some of the albums don't really have this character where it's like a smiley face. It seems like that smiley face is kind of a main theme. And let's look at this. Got my laptop here, hooking it up on HDMI, trying to get some photos. But I think this is Otis Fodder right here. Got a slow computer, man. But we do what we do on the things we can do it with, man. But yeah, like I'm really glad to have these physical release albums. It's just I've had these for so long. I'm so glad I didn't like lose a CD or something. But it's just that these are great albums, and I also have Burnt, which I'm not proud to admit, but I didn't actually burn it. I'm just geeking out over here, man. Just talking about all kinds of stuff, man, and just this is a big part of my life, man. This is the soundtrack of my life for real, because like I keep coming back to this stuff, and I'm just I'm just the biggest fan. I got I Have Hands, which is a really good like little copy of the artwork, because the actual artwork for I Have Hands, I mean, it's copied, obviously, but had an ex-girlfriend, she did that for me, and I mean, it looks cool and everything, but I mean, that's cool, man. I can listen to something and not have it affect me just because, I mean, it's just, that's what it is. That's just art. That's not my artwork, but it's cool, man. Like, I Have Hands is a great album too. And I remember When I Break Down. This is very early. I don't know. Like I have a soft spot for I Remember When I Break Down, because I remember just like listening and getting really entranced by it. I think I was, getting into stuff I wasn't supposed to be getting into and hanging out with people I wasn't supposed to be hanging out with and stuff like that at that time. And it was also kind of like a rough time for me emotionally. And it really kind of, I don't know, it's the first album from the Bran Flakes, I think, and it still has a whole lot of that, like, 90s feel to it. It's got, like, it sounds like 1996. I'm not sure when it came out, but it's just, like, I had a hamburger dream and stuff like that. I ate them up in one big bite. All these bottles of ketchup and stuff is just like, get a hump in your back and stuff like that. Just like I don't know where he gets all of these sound clips and stuff, but somebody texted me. Somebody loves me. I love me. But yeah, man, these are prized possessions, man. I know it's just burnt copies. It's just nothing. It's just like DVD-Rs that got sent to me from Otis himself, and I got I'm never gonna forget that I mailed him magnets, and I always wonder, hey man, do you still have those magnets? Are they on your refrigerator, or did your wife take them down? Like, you know what I mean? I hope not, man. I hope she's got good taste, man. I hope you guys go to thrift stores. But yeah, I know it's like talking about what little that I do know about a person that I know very little about. It's just I'm a fan. I'm not gonna lie. It's the music mostly, but it's just that I don't know, man. It's just really good stuff. And I live in a small town, and there's just a bunch of people here that listen to just force-fed stuff, and I can't live like that, man. I can't be spoon-fed a bunch of stuff, like, and I miss MySpace because it encouraged like looking for new music, and some of that's embarrassing and dated too, because I listen to like LMFAO, and there's other like obscure bands that like I can't find now. Like there was like Hasselhoof, and there's Meowcore, and I remember coming across like the Lumerians, and what else did I come across? Like I discovered a lot of music in that time, and I think that I was really big into Beach House too. Beach House was really good. I mean, Beach House is still currently really good, but it's just that this was a time in my life where there was just, I don't know, I feel like things were kind of degrading, like Britney Spears and like, you know what I mean? Like Limp Bizkit and Korn came out, and it was kind of like the 90s died out in a bad way. It kind of went sour, and then that whole Britney Spears blowing up, and then like Christina Aguilera, the NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, and all that stuff. Like I felt so out of place because after grunge rock and rock alternative and stuff, like I was really resonating with that. I loved it, but then all that stuff is just manufactured and crappy, man. And I was looking for more like, I guess, independent or creative type stuff. Oh, I like this band called like Buttonhead. I found them on MySpace too. But I don't know. It just seems like the world is getting into this like crappy like communist type. I don't know. Like Facebook is just like blue and white. It's just no character, right? And yeah, I gotta turn my phone on mute. But yeah, man, I just love this stuff. And I forgot to mention that I'm also talking all over the place. Look at that light. That light's for you. I printed my Friendly Persuasion radio playlist, which I don't know, Otis Fodder emailed me these, and I lost them on my thumbstick, right? And I was just beating myself up. I was like, where are they? Where's those Friendly Persuasion radio set lists? Because I love the songs on the Friendly Persuasion radio program, and I wanted to know what I'm listening to, because there's songs and I'm like, I don't know what that song was. And so I got the Friendly Persuasion playlist, and the first file was like huge, right? So that's what I did. I just printed, used my printer, my poor printer, and I just have like a bunch of, like, I'm not going to show you in detail, but it's just one-sided paper print, and like I could, you know, figure out what I want. I mean, there's all of these cool, like, bands that you know and bands that you don't know, and like stuff from the 60s, stuff from the 50s, just stuff from Obscuria, just this crazy, yeah, like stuff, like sound clips from stuff that's not even vinyl. Just like, I think there's like commercial stuff in the new album, like the album Help Me, which I'm gonna totally promote because I'm all about it. And yesterday I was looking on YouTube for one of the songs that I love, and I saw that the video only had like 62 views and like 0 comments, and I'm like, this is insane. You know, we live in this world where this music is just being ignored, and it's so good, and that's the thing about life. You gotta find what's good, I guess. And yeah, here's just more playlists, and like there's so much music, and some of it's lost and stuff, but I think some of the music might be covered on these playlists. So, you know, I could still find music and go on YouTube and just search stuff and then download songs if I like them or whatever, and just like, that's gonna be a fun experience. I haven't really done it. Oh, and there's been this one song, it was like a country song, and then like Grover, like from Sesame Street, was kind of superimposed in there, and I really remember being very fond of that song, and like I still listen to it from time to time on Friendly Persuasion. And yeah, I wanted to rate the album, Help Me, just for fun. I just wanted to rate the songs in order from which ones I like and which ones I don't like. I can do that now, but I'm going to have to make a little list, and it'll take just a second, but yeah. Yeah, I think right now would be a good time to mention the 365 Days Project, which is just kind of like a spin-off thing that happened where a bunch of musical artists would come out with, like, vinyl samples of what they like. And I remember Otis did some, because they would write a little vignette, like a little excerpt about what they liked and stuff. And I was looking at this list. I was making a list of my favorite albums from Help Me, and I was just coming across multiple themes and stuff that reminds me of the 365 Days Project, like the Christmas themes. Like there's a song called Dum Dum Dum, and I appreciate the Christmassy type stuff because there was some sort of compilation or some sort of collaboration with you know, the Bran Flakes and some other bands, and I remember downloading some of those songs, and I can't something Samphia or something, Radio Samphia or something, but yeah, just I remember coming across some of those holiday themes and some of this like Santa stuff, and I like the Christmassy type stuff. It's the time of year for that anyway. But my favorite track from Help Me is Electronic Voices, and it's a close like tug of war because like I am in love with Clap Your Hands right now. Come on, man! It's just like clap your hands. Man, like I want to like play the songs, and maybe I can like little excerpts, but not like, you know. I want to encourage people to go to Bandcamp and spend the money. I spent $10, and they give you the option to spend more. But I mean, come on, man. I mean, I'm not made out of money, but $10 is a pretty good deal for a download, I guess. I'd rather spend 15 to 20 for a CD. Nobody wants to spend $20 for a CD, but yeah, for like a compact disc is what I'm saying, like the physical media. But I am just in love with Electronic Voices is great, and it kind of stays as my number one because it sounds like some like 1970s TV show where like people are coming out and they're just being announced, and it's just really good, and it gives me that 70s feel, like Partridge Family or something. And yeah, do you hear that trumpet? Now I don't want you to like totally hear. I want you to find the Bran Flakes on your own. Whoever's watching this, I love the Bran Flakes, and I'm geeking out and stuff. And yeah, Clap Your Hands is like my current number one, but it's got to be my number two for this list. Yeah, clap your hands, clap, 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 clap. It's just, these songs grow on you. I've been brainwashing myself with this album, and just, it's great, man. It's anything that I love, I just get so passionate about. And you would think that you would get just burned out on this stuff, but you just kind of, you might put it on the back burner and come back to it later, and you're glad that you have it in your, like, back catalog. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, man, this stuff is gold, man. Like, this stuff right here means more to me. It's probably worth physically less than some of my Dreamcast stuff, let's say, but sentimental value through the roof, man. Oh, and the thing about Clap Your Hands is that it kind of has like this like rap feel to it, and it takes a while for it to grow, but it's more of a cohesive song because it's like a 3-minute long song, and a lot of these songs are just kind of like a minute long or like a minute and a half. Some of them are really short, and yeah, I just love I'm guessing trumpets for lack of a better word. I used to play trumpet in band, and I quit when it was high school because I didn't want to be a part of marching band. I didn't want my free time cut into. I was part of Boy Scouts, though, so that kind of formed who I am as a person. But I think Dream, the very last song on the album, really, it's one of the longer tracks, too. And, yeah, that little clip, like, this song is used for demonstration purposes. That's, like, that was used in the, in another project song, I don't know, man. This is stuff that I just get so much enjoyment out of, and this one, for lack of a better word, is more melodic. It's just kind of the song sounds like a dream, right? And it's cool, man. This is just good. The Bran Flakes is great when it comes to getting in that trance-like melodic kind of ethereal realm, or super upbeat and positive energy. It's kind of like, it's a good combination. And the one song, of course, is God dead? Of course he's dead. I don't like that message as much, but I was reading Friedrich Nietzsche, and he was the one who came up with the concept that God is dead, or if he's dead, what do we do about it? So I'm not taking offense to it, but we can all have our beliefs and stuff. If you want to introduce, like, questioning of God or whatnot, I don't know, we all question. I'm in a process of questioning right now. I'm not like a hardcore Christian. I used to be. But the song I Can Be Whole, now, I'm circumcised, right? And I know that's too much information for some people, but I want to change the world for the better. I'm an intactivist, and the title makes me think of being a whole person, and I'm never going to be 100% whole. Maybe I can spiritually if I work on it, but like physically I'm not, because I had a piece of my body taken from me, and I think this is something that people should be outraged about, and we should change the world for the better. But this is a good song, and I just like it for its musical reasons. I don't really take the lyrics verbatim. Growing up, I always listened to the music, and some of that stuff is like has negative energy to it. I don't feel negative energy with the Bran Flakes like I do with, let's say, Mike Patton stuff. Sometimes I have a transfer of energy listening to the Mike Patton stuff, and I just turn into more of a negative person. I think that the music just kind of opens up a gateway, I guess. But the first track, Help Me, really hooks you into the whole album, because this one's really upbeat. And I know I'm keeping you guys, and I'm probably not going to listen to the whole album, because like in my mind I can split the album into like halves. But if you look at this list that I'm making, which I can try to expand it, but I made little notes about it, but I think the ones that I just totally don't like the most are just a third of it. There's kind of commercial type stuff. Like there's a song about potato chips, and there's ones about loves. It's called Comfort and Love, and I love that one. Mom, I'm pregnant. And there's a song called like Ride the Tiger, but it's like there's a line saying like, wait till you see how big it is. And I think they're referring to a penis, which is kind of sucks, but like I don't know. Oh, and I made a little note about there's a song called "On the Moon," and I'm thinking, is Mrs. Miller, which is just like this really bad singer, like in Friendly Persuasion, like shows, like it would always be my least favorite part of the shows. No offense to Otis, but he would play songs from Mrs. Miller, and like she's a cornball, man. And I was wondering, did you make an homage or a homage or whatever, however people say it? Did you make an homage to Mrs. Miller on that song? 'Cause I feel a little bit of that energy from that. And there was something else I was gonna say. Oh, is that Otis's voice in Pinky Duckwagon, which is one of my least favorite ones, but not as bad as Free Yay Yay, which is like that one's the most negative one because it's just like some chick complaining about stuff. But the songs I don't like the most are very few and far between. But yeah, like at the end of Pinky Duckwagon, it's like I can't sign this band. Tell them I'm in a meeting permanently. And I remember Otis Fodder doing a I think he was a part of some sort of collaboration radio program or something. It's like I've heard his voice before on Friendly Persuasion, but like I've heard him talk on End before. I want to say in some sort of radio program, and he kind of sounds like one of my friends. That he sounds like one of my friends. He's got a very distinct voice, and I was just wondering if is that his voice at the end, like doing the manager voice. I was just wondering. Because I think it is. I'm thinking. But other than that, I love this stuff. And I know this is a long video, and I don't care. This is just a great band. I love the Bran Flakes. I love Friendly Persuasion. And what can I say, man? It's just that, I got this stuff printed out, man. I just want to, like, go back and listen to a bunch of old shows. Listen to the ones I got downloaded and stuff. I think I got all of them that I can get my hands on. And I think this is a band that you should support. And if you're not aware of this group, check them out, man. If you look up Otis Fodder on YouTube, you're going to get kind of limited results. If you look up the Bran Flakes, you might get somewhat more results. If you look up Otis Fodder, you can come up with some things if you just do a regular Google search. Some of these obscure sites, they're worth tracking down. 365 Days Projects is really great. There's some like really awesome like vintage old stuff and cool little songs from like the 1930s and stuff like that. Just like cool stuff, man. Just like I came across like the Cackle Sisters and stuff like that. Like really cool stuff. And I'm not doing this video justice. And I hope Otis gets to see this video at some point. It's not my best, but it's something, and this has been gnawing at me. I've wanted to do this video for a while now, and man, just when it comes to recognition and attention, Otis Fodder deserves his share of that. So I think that I've said everything I need to say. I appreciate you guys watching.